just get through this one. Okay, here it is, the choke attempt. And as you said before, if Renzo Gracie in Shoji's very first mixed martial art fight couldn't choke out Shoji, then probably Jeremy won't either. And Jeremy just gave it up and just started to pound him. Shoji tried to roll out, ate a couple more punches at the end of the round, and Horn really started to get vicious there with the back fist, the hammer fist.
Yep.
It seems pretty obvious that Horn has done easily enough to take this victory. Okay, it's a unanimous decision for Jeremy Horn, coming into Pride, out-grappling Akira Shoji. What's next from, you know, Gorilla Ninja would be a great fight for Horn. Yeah, that would be a whole different fight.
Yep, also Alex Stiebling would be a real good fight for Horn. Dan Henderson would be a real good fight. We got some good fighters in the middleweight division.
Yeah, where Akira Shoji didn't put pressure on Horn, those guys would, especially Ninja. Ninja would put a whole bunch of pressure, and it would be a real test. I think this is a good one to break it loose, kick off the rust, get into Pride, but now the going is probably going to get tougher. Shoji drops another one, goes 0-3 in his last 3 fights.
Vanderlei Silva is literally a guy that no one right now wants to fight. I've asked so many fighters would they like to fight Vanderlei in their next fight, and they said, no, maybe down the road. Now tonight, he's got to remain focused. He can't take Otsuka lightly because Otsuka is the upset kid in some ways.
Oh yeah, Otsuka made a big upset when he entered the Pride for the first time. He fought against Marco Ruas and he beat Marco Ruas. Then he went to distance with Igor VOVCHANCHYN, he went to distance with Renzo Gracie, but now he had a few losses. He wants to be back. He wants to show the people here in his hometown in Japan that he still is in the game. I don't know about this.
But the thing is, with Vanderlei Silva, one of the most dangerous strikers for sure, Vanderlei is in a tough situation. If the fight goes the distance, are people going to think that he's gotten weaker? In a way, there's a lot of pressure on him to destroy Otsuka, who's lost his last couple fights.
Yeah, it's like you said, for Otsuka, there's no lose situation. He fights the man of the man. If he loses, he loses against the middleweight champion. And sometimes that gives you the edge. If you got nothing to lose, you will go 100%. And God knows he's going to work tonight.
One thing is for sure, these two bald guys are going to go at it.
Friday team, ただいまより第7試合を行います。
And now for the 7th match.
青コーナーよりアレキサンダー大塚選手の優勝です。
Okay, there he is. The Pride middleweight champion, Vanderlei Silva.
青コーナー183センチ 96.5 キロ
Alexander Otska. Some feel that this is like taking a cow to the slaughterhouse.
Yes.
182
Yes,
セン
yes,
チ
yes. But
96.5 キロ
you never know.
Because Vanderlei Silva, if you look at him, he's got a very piranha type of vibe to him. And that's a real carnivorous fish, if you're not familiar with it. And look at, he's got these stare downs. I've never seen a more violent looking specimen in any mixed martial art fight or ring as this guy on the right. And there's the man he just beat to win the Pride Middleweight Championships.
I just wanted to add it, not even in dog fights we saw a stare down like this.
No, this guy is a wild animal. He comes to terminate with extreme prejudice. Likes to punch, likes to knee, likes to kick.
Oh, it's so silent in the place here.
We're waiting for that explosion. Oh, Vanderlei comes in off a low kick by Otska. Otska looks like he's going to try and box with Vanderlei. And there's the shot there by Otska. Vanderlei got the plum clinch, and Otska almost got Vanderlei on the ground. Good defensive work by Silva, but now he's up against the corner. Otska really smart here so far. Faked like he wanted to kickbox with Vanderlei, but then got the shot, got in close. But he's got to watch out for the knees here. Okay, they're going to restart him. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for Otska, because if he eats a punch, it's going to be a hard one coming in. Otska very relaxed here, boss.
He's looking real good. It's like if Vanderlei thought easy about this fight, and Otska trained double as hard, it would be an upset. There he goes. He starts with the knees, which he's famous for. I don't think Otsuka is going to take him down. Vanderlei is very good at protecting himself from that.
I think that this is almost a no-lose situation for Vanderlei, because Otska right now is very lightly regarded because he's gotten beaten so many times. He lost 2 fights to Guy Mesger by knockout, got TKO'd by Quinton Jackson in his last fight. So he's really been on a losing streak for a while. If Vanderlei doesn't decimate Otska early, people are going to question Vanderlei's finishing power. If he goes the distance with Otska, people are going to question Vanderlei's abilities also. So Vanderlei, in some ways, really has to finish strong here to keep up that railroad of the aura that he can finish everybody he steps in with, because he finished Sakuraba twice.
Yeah, he's got to, but Otsuka has nothing to lose. When you come in, you got nothing to lose because you're already in a losing streak. It could make you a dangerous opponent.
Yeah.
If I would have been Otsuka, I would have started raining bombs right from the butt, from the start.
But Vanderlei would like that because he likes to trade with the guys. Even if he takes a knockdown, he'll get back up. He likes to trade. So if Otsuka came out and rained punches, it would probably be disastrous. And I think he knows that. That's why it's better for him to stay close. He might need to eat a couple knees to the body or to the arm or to the leg. Vanderlei is going to get out of this position and start unloading here. 7 minutes left in this non-title fight. Vanderlei's Pride Middleweight Championship is not on the line tonight.
That was a good punch. But conditioning is going to play a factor too, and all the guys from the shoot box can be very well conditioned. You have to. If you train with guys like Ninja, you got to be in tip-top shape. So they make each other very strong. Yeah, good decision.
Very good decision by referee Yuji Shimada. Looks like Otsuka had a little adjustment there of his mouthpiece. Now this is where Vanderlei is dangerous, rushing in, but it's also dangerous for him if a person throws a straight punch, as we've seen in some of his fights. Vanderlei got put down by Shungo Oyama when he fought him. And Sakuraba put him down. Vitor Belfort put him down, took him out. Now, this is a bad position for Atsuka to be in because Vanderlei on the ground is ruthless, even from the guard. We saw that against Dan Henderson. When he goes to the ground, he will try to knock you out.
Yeah, he will not try to go for submissions. He likes the knockout. It's the predator thing in him. And he can do it from the side, from the half guard. You can generate a lot of power. Better will be, of course, Simon, but he's got a lot of strength. He doesn't. His arms are not too long, so he can generate a lot of power also.
Vanderlei told me that he, on one of his former opponents, Tito Ortiz, who's the current UFC light heavyweight champion, that Tito is a UFC fighter and that he would have a hard time against Silva in Pride. But Vanderlei wants to fight Tito Ortiz. Ooh. That would have been curtains. But Vanderlei made the point that he fought Tito in the UFC. Now he wants Tito to come fight him in Pride to return the favor.
Yeah, with the Pride rules, which are made for Vanderlei Silva.
Good sprawl there by Silva. Now he's got the knee out of the front face lock or guillotine choke. Atsuka pulls guard.
Yeah, which was a very smart thing to do in that position, because otherwise Vanderlei would have stand up or kept raining knees to the head.
Atsuka said that after he retires, he is interested in design. Oh, what a good kick by Vanderlei Silva. I think Vanderlei has got some designs in this fight, and that's to destroy Atsuka.
Yeah, that's no surprise. Pretty much got it in every fight.
Yeah. Atsuka also said he wants to open up an ice cream shop.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, don't do it here in Japan, go to California, you know, where the sun always shines.
Right now we're in the dead of winter here in Fukuoka, here for Cold Fury 2. Silva on the right, Atsuka on the left. Trading punches. Atsuka actually landed the right hand. Silva with a big right hand. Silva raging in. Silva drops Atsuka. Silva chopping away with that right hand. Knee by Silva.
Exactly what you said, Stephen. He wants to trade. It's like he gets hit, and then he shakes him up and he goes harder.
He should back up. He has no respect for Atsuka's punching power here. There's that smirky smile on Vanderlei's face. Oh, we're going to go for that kick to the face, trying to set it up.
Oh! That was very stubborn.
Oh, almost got the mount there.
Oh, he's good. Not a balance. He did the same thing with Sakuraba, remember? He stayed out of it all the time. Kept it on his feet.
These guys are trained so much in takedown defense, it becomes instinctive to transition from standing to takedown to being taken down to back to standing again.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
It used to be, oh, good left hand, trying to knock out Atsuka. Atsuka slipping out of the way of some of those punches. It used to be in the early days of mixed martial arts, it would be a takedown artist would only do a takedown, then that would be it. Or a jiu-jitsu guy would pull the guard and then go for a submission, or a stand-up fighter would hope to stand up. But now we have these fully facilitated fighters like the shitbox guys. They can go from one thing to another very seamlessly. Oh no, mounted position, boss.
No, it could be the finish. It could be the end.
He might try to choke him out here. It's going to be hard though.
It's hard, especially when you're in this position because you know the choke's going to come. Choke with gloves, you can pretty much do only by surprise. Slip it in 1 second. But if you're already in a position to be choked, then you know it's going to come. It's pretty easy to defend.
Vanderlei used to fight in Brazil with headbutts, with elbows to the back of the head. I'm sure he's thinking about those old days right now.
No gloves.
Yeah. But now the sport has evolved. It's truly becoming a mainstream sport. We've got a full book of rules. We've got protection for the fighters. Here at the Pride Fighting Championship. Oh, he is going for that choke. Oh, but he gave it up. Atsuka almost had Pendley wrap that arm around his neck. What I was saying is that we don't have protection for the fighters. It is a contact sport. There is injury possible, but these guys are trying to make the other guy quit, trying to make him tap out. And he tried to make him tap out right there, but Atsuka knew. Some people might say, oh, well, kicking when they're down, it's barbaric. But the thing is, it's a sport now, and a lot of these guys, it's hard to kick them in the head because they're not going to just stand there and wait for it. They're going to get out of the way. That was a high-pitched smack to the leg.
Kicks the foot and then kicks the leg. It's the best way to kick on the side because you hit with the shin and you hit him the side of his calf, which hurts a lot, trust me.
Vanderlei just walking around, mugging a little bit now.
Sakuraba style.
Do you think it's possible that Vanderlei may be overconfident in this fight?
That's exactly what I was thinking because this is going to be the end of...
Oh, try to stop and end it with a soccer kick. Vanderlei all over Atsuka near the end of that fight, but really wasn't trying to annihilate him, trying to finish him. I think he's saving it up. I think Vanderlei, because he doesn't feel any fear of losing to Atsuka, wants to put on a show here tonight.
Yeah, he could have taken him lightly. Atsuka looks pretty fresh, and if I look at the corner of Vanderlei, he's breathing heavy. Doesn't say anything because we saw him breathing heavy before. Look at his flourish here. Wow.
He caught him with 3 of those right hands.
Yep.
Vanderlei really likes that right hand. He likes the uppercut. He likes the overhand right, and that knee hit right upside the dome of Alexander Atsuka. Here's another angle. They trade, and that right hand grazed Vanderlei, and he smiled and he laughed at him like, oh, you want to trade, huh? Here, how about this right hand? Boom.
Oh, there you
ouch.
go.
But he missed a couple of those. If there be a criticism of Vanderlei, sometimes he tends to get a little wild when he gets in those punching exchanges.
Yeah, that's the way to beat him, I guess.
Yeah, that would be a good game plan for a fighter if he fought Vanderlei.
Yeah.
You know anybody that would... I'm not trying to bait anyone. Heaven forbid. Yeah. Oh, look at that soccer kick.
Nice. Loaded up in my Megabyte storage.
Boss, if you were going to train a fighter,
yes,
or be close to a fighter that were going to fight Vanderlei,
yes,
how would you approach the fight?
If I would be a striker, I would try to knock him out and take myself from the takedown. That I would tell my student.
Your student?
Yes. I say, don't go to the ground, just try to strike. If you're a striker. Go. Strikes.
Yeah, okay, and then you yourself are going to be coming back, and it should be interesting.
It should be very interesting.
May limit your cornering of fighters, but we'll get to a little bit more of this discussion later.
Okay.
Round 2.
Atsuka looks fresh.
Atsuka does look fresh, but so does Vanderlei. Vanderlei looking to land that right hand. I think Vanderlei's going to come out in a rage this fight, this round. I think he's going to explode.
He's got to win this fight by submission or knockout to set his mark, to keep right up there. That was a good shot.
A right hand to the body. We never see him go to the body. It was an uppercut around the heart area. Body locked up against the ropes.
Audience is total quiet. Nobody says anything.
Everyone is looking right at this fight, waiting for the next move. Are they going to explode? Is Atsuka going to try and submit him? Is Atsuka going to try and turn this into an upset the same way he did against one of Vanderlei's countrymen, Marco Huas, some years ago? Odds are long that that'll happen, but nothing is impossible inside the ring of the Pride Fighting Championships. Although I'm not a betting man anymore, I gotta think that Vanderlei is going to win this fight, but like I said before, if he doesn't destroy Atsuka, it's gonna. But you know, it's like in the movie Raging Bull. They said either way you win. If you lose, then all those guys that didn't want to fight you want to fight you. Yeah. If you win, you still win. Oh, and here he comes in trying to win. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because let's say he beats him on a decision, doesn't look impressive, then what? A lot of people are going to say, oh, well, I'll fight Vanderlei. Because every guy that we've talked to over the last couple of days, to the man, have said that they do not want to fight Vanderlei in their next fight. Maybe down the road, they say.
Yeah.
Every guy. You were there with me, right next to me.
Yep.
Every single guy.
He's a fair individual. There's a knee coming.
Because not only are you fighting his punches, his kicks, his knees, but you're fighting his mind, and you're fighting that glare, that stare. Oh, knee to the head. Just reminding him.
Yeah, that's actually what Sakuraba did to him, but he caught the knee and he threw Sakuraba down with it. So you don't want to do that too many times. Maybe Otsuka is thinking the same thing.
Vanderlei's balance is really exceptional. Yeah. Knowing when to drop his weight, when to squat.
Yeah, but again, Murillo Ninja, he's got good takedowns, and I guess they train a lot together. Yeah. So now, just waiting at the edge of the chair for the explosion.
Double drop kick attempt. We've seen that before. Atsuka has never really landed that, but it looks good. But then Vanderlei's just going to punish those legs. Vanderlei trying for what? Was that a hook kick?
Yeah.
That was a hook kick.
Oh, he's going to do a Sakuraba.
Oh, good defense there. That was total Enter the Dragon, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It was the Bob Wall, Bruce Lee fight scene, and Asuka.
The groin defense.
Right. We saw Anthony Macias do that to Kazushi Sakuraba one time. Vanderlei seemed to be having fun in this fight.
Yeah, but fighting an underdog, it's difficult. It's difficult. The rating, he should go right straight to the body, left hook high. Full combination. No, this could be it.
That's your kick, boss.
That's my kick.
That hurt him. That hurt him.
It hurt him.
Now he knows. He knows. There's one thing. When Vanderlei gets somebody hurt, he knows it, and he goes for the finish. Whoa. Nice work by Asuka. Asuka turned what could have been a disastrous situation into a takedown. Now Vanderlei's on the bottom.
Now what Vanderlei should do right now is make his guard and squeeze his body, explosive, make explosions. Because he's hurt in his liver, the liver kick, and now start squeezing it. That was the thing I didn't do in my fight. I really wanted to do. Because it hurts your opponent, especially when you've already been hit up. Otsuka is probably going to try to stay in this position now. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down. Maybe he has the armbar in his memory that, there we go.
He almost got Sakuraba in that armbar. Oh no, Asuka got side mount against Vanderlei. Oh no, north-south position.
God.
Wow, at the end of round two, Asuka was turning the tables literally on Vanderlei Silva.
Well, I told you, coming in as an underdog gives you more power for some reason. Nothing to lose. These are the worst people.
There's no motivation. You think, well, this guy's lost his last 3 fights. He's been stopped his last 3 fights. He's lost to VOVCHANCHYN, to Renzo Gracie. If Vanderlei did not train properly, this could be the ultimate embarrassment if he lost this fight. This would be disastrous. Now, he checked that kick.
But not good.
But that right hand landed crisp. But Asuka has improved his stand-up, at least in a survival sense.
And 5 minutes only. We got only 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. It's
5 minutes. Anything can happen, like a knockout.
Or maybe another takedown.
Yeah, now here's the, now Vanderlei went for the arm bar and Otsuka got, now Otsuka really learned a lot of lessons when he fought Quinton Jackson. He threw the knee and then the round was over and he's probably thinking, man, I wish that round
was the first round.
Yes.
Wow.
This really was a really interesting turn of events at the end of round 2. Will Vanderlei come out and try and take out Otsuka? We're going to find out. Or will Otsuka try and, you know, this is, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's starting to be like a Marco Ruas situation. Because Vanderlei isn't injured and Marco Ruas was injured before that fight.
Yep, that's the difference. That's the difference. I said it in the opening. This could be, if he comes in shape. Last round.
Last round. 5 minutes, folks. Will it be 5 minutes of fury or will it be 5 minutes of trying to out-grapple each other? Oh, he's coming out trying to knock him out. Wants to stand him up. Took a little bit of a knee there. Vanderlei gets the takedown in the side mount.
This could be trouble.
As soon as Otsuka lets go of those overhooks, Vanderlei's going to try and knee him. There's one. He's got that right knee set up now. That left arm of Otsuka can block the knee.
Yeah, and it's early in the round, in the last round, so Vanderlei's got time enough now.
Good defensive movement by Otsuka, avoiding knees, avoiding a soccer kick on his back in the infamous butt scoop position.
Good kicks there, but they would have been more effective in the first round. No, it's not going to do any effect anymore, I think. The last 4 minutes.
No, he's not going to be able to stop him. He tried to chop his head off right there and pulled out of a leg lock attempt there by Otsuka.
Good kick to the knees from Otsuka. Stand him up.
I think Vanderlei should back up. Listen to that crack. Wow. That resonated through the entire Fukuoka Green Mesa Hall here. Expect fury, folks. Right hand counter by Vanderlei. Vanderlei with another right hand. Vanderlei coming in. Otsuka fighting smart, getting the body lock, surviving another furious flurry by Silva. Silva getting the underhook again. Okay.
This time against the center of the ring.
Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, that right hand landed. It looks like it broke Otsuka's nose.
Okay.
I doubt they'll stop it on this.
No, they're not going to stop it.
No, but that right hand landed. I'll tell you, Otsuka has taken some shots in this fight and he never went down. I think he's really been working his stand-up. Heart has never been a question with Alexander Otsuka. And in this fight, he's really demonstrated his ability. Now, here we're going to look at the that right hand right there.
Nice.
It was a chopping right hand. That one right there.
That one was probably it.
Both of them landed, and it seemed like the second one was the one with the gunpowder in it. Oh, good shot.
Yeah, the second one was the
one. You really saw him flinch, and that knee right there. That if the punches didn't do it, the knee did it. Looks like the fight's over. The fight is over. A little bit of an anticlimax there because, as we said, it was almost a lose-lose situation for Silva.
Yeah, I guess the doctor won't let you fight with a broken nose. Kind of dangerous. And there we go, Vanderlei Silva. Victory again.
Silva gets the win by doctor stoppage at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of round 3.
2 minutes, 22 seconds into the third round. By a doctor stop, the winner of today's silver!
This really wasn't a surprise, but what was a surprise is the fact that Asuka hung so tough. A lot of people thought it was going to be over in the first minute or two. But like you said, he's an underdog. There's not a lot of motivation.
He did good. He impressed me. You can say whatever they want. Came here to fight.
I'm wondering who could be next for Vanderlei Silva. Really. I know that Ricardo Arona said that he wanted to fight the winner of Sakuraba Vanderlei. I know that he and Vanderlei exchanged some choice words 2 Prides ago, face-to-face in the lobby. That would be one contender. Who would be another contender?
I don't know. El Guapo.
El Guapo. Explain that.
Yeah, the guy from Holland, the good-looking guy from Holland. What's his name? Sebastian Boss.
Wait, he would be. No. Oh, you mean you?
Yes, sir. I think I would be a very good opponent for Vanderlei.
I agree. I think that would be one for the ages, actually.
I think so too. I think people would like to see a fight like that.
I knew we were going to get to this. I was trying to needle my way into this the whole match.
I saw somebody in the lobby.
It started like that.
So I was trying to get to the student thing, but now you're saying that you want to fight Vanderlei Silva.
Yes, listen, he's the man to beat right now, you know, and there is a no-lose situation with a guy like this. You see, he's beating everybody, but it's very dangerous for him to fight me like that while I would come back, because there's nothing to lose. I would be 100% prepared. It just would be a real good fight, and I hope if it would happen.
I agree.
Yoshihiro Takayama is one of the biggest fighters in the Pride circuit. But boss, he's fighting a guy who's even bigger than he is in Semi Schilt.
Oh yeah, and the last time we saw Takayama fight against Fujita, he really impressed me. This guy can take a beating, that's one thing for sure. Also, on the ground, he has more skills than Sam Schilt. So if he's going to take the fight to the ground, it could be trouble for Semi Schilt.
But Semi Schilt is on a hot streak right now. He's knocking everybody out with knees, with punches, with kicks. If he gets past Takayama, it's wide open for him. He could jump into the top 5 in his next fight. He's got Coleman to fight, maybe Heath Herring, maybe Antonio and Rodrigo Nogueira, the Pride heavyweight champion. The sky is the limit for this young man from Holland.
VALENTIJN 本日の最終マッチ第8試合を行います。青コーナー211センチ119キロセイムシュート。
I guess the opponent for Semi Schilt could say, "You come straight out of a comic book." Because he does. Because like a comic book character.
Rod Stewart.
Well, yeah, you know.
You called him Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I call him Rod Stewart, but you know, he's like a mutant version of Stacy Keach meets Rod Stewart, because he said when he got his hair done, he looked in the mirror and said, "Man, I look like Rod Stewart." So 2 big guys in the ring, 1'6'7", that's Takayama, and 6'11", Semi Schilt, still looking down. Although I believe he's outweighed in this fight for the first time in a while. 2 big guys. I think that we're going to see some explosions in this fight.
Yeah, Takayama can take a beating, we saw, and he could take the fight to the ground.
He tried to touch gloves, and Semi threw that left front kick. Takayama Takayama didn't like that coming in, throwing those bombs on the top.
Sammy's going to come with the knees, but he's got to watch out.
Well, Takayama said one of his game plans is to take Sammy down. And Sammy, as we know, has got average takedown abilities, and that's being generous. We saw him in Holland get taken down 22 times by a wrestler. Yeah, too hot to handle #2, and that was March of this year. But so far, Takayama has not got him on the deck.
Yeah, the right knee from Sam Shield would be a very good weapon here.
Yes, it
As long
would.
as you keep the under with one. The outside hook, I mean. Well, he's going to try to break the grip and get out.
Takayama should trip him right here.
Yeah, I think so too,
He
but
should hook the right leg around Sammy's left leg and push forward. Just grapevine it around. Right there, he's got it halfway there.
good punch. Solid.
Oh, not a good, not a good move there. He almost got mounted.
Go for a triangle.
Now, is he going to get an arm bar? No way.
He's going to try, yes. He's going for a triangle, actually. He's going for it.
Oh my God.
He could finish with an armbar. He should armbar him instead of going for a triangle. That's it.
That was a disastrous attempt at a suplex there by Takayama. He almost got mounted. It fell right into the guard, in a high guard, and it's right around the neck. Takayama's got to get out of this situation. I'm sure he didn't plan for this at all. He probably figured that Schilt would just be standing and kneeing, but he didn't give him the chance. Took him down, and Schilt is going to be unbelievable. Oh no, he's got the triangle box. He got out. He got out.
He should have thrown his other foot over Takayama's head instead of going for a triangle. He should have gone for an armbar. He would have had it.
Takayama breathing hard here. Schultz got to just stand back up. I think because of the fatigue that's setting in on Takayama, Schultz should try and get back up. Takayama's not quick enough to close the distance and land an effective kick or a knee.
Yeah, Schultz is always very well conditioned. It's going to be a conditioned fight. He's going to win the fight for sure. Takayama breathing heavy. Good thing would be, you said, get on your feet and go for the body again.
Well, the thing is that this is giving Takayama time to rest and regain his stamina. If Schilt got up now Schilt, I think Schilt could get busy and throw knees to the body. Throw that front kick and knees. Oh, good shopping right there. Throw that front kick. Takayama just clawing away at punches, taking kick after kick. Oh, good shopping left jab there. He's out! He's out! He's out! Takayama has been knocked out! Takayama has been knocked out with a left jab! Wow!
Whoa, the trainer of Sam Shield tried to pull guard there. Jumped it. Yeah, kind of what we expected.
Wow. 3 minutes, 9 seconds of round 1. Takayama made the fatal mistake of coming in and trying to go toe-to-toe with big Sammy Schilt. Ate left hand after left hand. Thought maybe that's all he had left, but Sammy Schilt knocked him out.
Thank God there's a referee in this sport, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that was kind of dangerous.
You know, it's interesting because in our pre-fight party today and for Christmas, Sammy said something to the effect of, we must learn mojo. Well, if that were mojo we just saw, he really doesn't need to learn it because that left hand's got some mojo. Look at that jab. I'm talking about he mojified Takayama tonight with that left jab.
Whoa. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
Oh my God, right on the chin. That actually
jab.
was a jab.
Unbelievable. Can you imagine what he can do with his right hand? Watch this, bang.
Good jab. I'm not saying he should go into pro boxing anytime soon, but you get hit with that thing. He knocked Satake out with that same punch, but Takayama took way too many. Takayama had his hands down.
Oh my God.
No need for Sammy Schilt to learn that mojo. We think he's got it.
Oh yeah. Thank God he doesn't have the killer instinct like Vanderlei, because he would have sucker kicked him right there on the ground.
Wow.
What a sledgehammer.
I don't know, man. You know, what's next for Sammy Schilt? I mean, if a guy fights him, he's going to definitely want to take him down. There's no question about it. Sammy Schilt is absolutely devastating standing up. I can't picture a guy being able to stand up with him right now in the heavyweight or the super heavyweight division, if there be such a thing, over 220, 225 pounds. Who could stand up with him, boss?
Yeah, nobody. They gotta take him down. You know what a good opponent would be? NORTJE, actually, because he's a good puncher also. Pro boxer. That would be a good fight maybe there.
Well, NORTJE has got to work on his submission defense, because although he didn't submit Takayama, he went for one, and NORTJE really needs to work on that.
Yeah, he nearly had an armbar there. I would have gone for the straight armbar.
Yeah.
But it was there.
That was an incredible fight. Sammy Schilt taking care of business with that big left hand. Wow, we saw some real rising stars tonight. MURILO Ninja Rua has definitely come into the top of that, what do you want to call it, light heavyweight or middleweight division. Vanderlei Silva is our champion. He took care of Atsuka, but Ninja in some ways made the impression of tonight, didn't he, boss?
Oh, he did. Such a big impression. I think I'm going to take it home with me if I'm going to go to sleep. He was phenomenal. Very well conditioned, very aggressive. Submissions, takedowns, takedown defenses. He's got it all, and he's 21 years old. He's the youngest of the bunch, the whole bunch here in the Pride. I guess in the whole world, I don't know anybody who's younger than him and so well-rounded.
There's something about the shootbox fighters that strikes fear in the hearts of men in mixed martial arts, and this MURILO Ninja Rua is yet another one to do that. We had a sold-out show tonight, folks, and we also saw another rising star in Alex STEIBLING. Just came off of a 16-man tournament, had 2 weeks' notice, came in against the well-prepared Allan goes and stopped him.
Yeah, that was amazing. There was youth kicking in there. He finished it later in the fight, in the third round. Conditioning, very well conditioned. Actually, he took the fight on 2 weeks' notice, so God knows what's going to happen if we see him next time, and he's going to be 100% prepared.
Igor VOVCHANCHYN surprised everyone. He went to the ground with the leg lock man from Holland, and that was VALENTIJN OVEREEM, and heel hooked OVEREEM. I've never seen Igor do a leg lock before, and when he fought Ivo, we've never seen him do a choke. What is he going to do? Now, that has been the Pride Fighting Championships Cold Fury 2.
Only thing that was missing from the Pride Fighting Championship is that it was not live. The fights are the best in the world, the fighters are the best in the world. The only thing was missing, not live. And now we got it. People, we're coming live to you.
And that's our late Christmas gift to you. So on behalf of our lovely Pride girls, I'm Stephen Quadros. I am the fight professor with my partner, Boss Rutan.
El Vapo.
Thank you very much, and domo arigato, sayonara.
Bye-bye.
The strongest of the strong. Every fighter says he is the best. But now comes the time to finally declare the champion of the champions. The Pride. The Pride 1 took place on October 11, 1997. With the concept, a ring where all kinds of martial arts athletes compete. Jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, judo, wrestling, and karate. Fighters from all over the world advance to the battlefield. Fans scream with cheers and applause. The Pride 1, the first martial arts games ever held at the Tokyo Dome, attracted 47,000 fans and outstanding Japanese mass media attention. The Pride 1 recorded a large sales for a martial arts event on pay-per-view TV on newly formed satellite broadcasting in Japan. Since then, the Pride has been popularized as an exciting event among martial arts fans in Japan, consisting of 8 great events, each game a big success. The Pride has had an unprecedented power to attract fans, an end-of-the-century phenomenon still gaining momentum. In the Pride's history, great games were fought between great fighters. Among others, Rickson Gracie's so-called Gracie Jiu-Jitsu martial arts was a hot topic. In a match that sets the Tokyo Dome ablaze, Rickson defeated overwhelmingly popular Japanese pro wrestler Nobuhiko Takada, famous for his masteries of blows and submission moves. In the end, fans went wild over Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. A year later, for the Pride 4, Rickson agreed to a revenge match with Takada. But despite a sweating blood, he lost again. Rickson overcame the pro wrestling star Takada twice in a row and depressed the Royal Takada fans.
Come on, Johnny's on the floor.
Rickson's cousin Henzo and Rickson's brother Hoyler joined the Pride. In Pride 8, Henzo fought Japanese fighter Alexander Otsuka, a new hero of Japanese pro wrestling world. Mirko Fuss, whom Rickson is rumored to refuse to fight with, was battered by Otsuka. Henzo, on the other hand, won a smashing victory against his opponent. Hoyler Gracie is ranked in the first in the lightweight jiu-jitsu division. In the Pride 2, he overwhelmed Japanese fighter Sano hands down in spite of 30-kilogram weight disadvantage. In the Pride 8, Hoyler found himself in a position he had never been in before. His opponent was Kazushi Sakuraba, the strongest middleweight grappler. Hoyler fought tooth and nail despite Sakuraba's 15-kilogram advantage. Sakuraba grappled Hoyler, pinning him in a perfect arm lock, but Hoyler never gave up. But the referee finally interfered, judging that Sakuraba would break Hoyler's arm if the bout continued. Gracie protested loudly at this decision, but Hoyler's revenge match will be held as promised. We can't wait. Gracie is not the only fighter who joins the Pride. What about the heavyweight wrestlers, America's pride? Their outstanding power and techniques attract legions of dedicated fans. Mark Carr, the most powerful species on the planet Earth. He won the championship at the UFC 1997. His armor is his heavy muscles, but yet he is an all-round fighter, moving with the swiftness of the lightweight wrestler. Mark the Hammer Coleman, former UFC heavyweight champion, is as popular as Mark Carr. He won the championship at both the 10th and the 11th UFC, displaying a superior fighting style in fighting judo. In the Pride 8, he outsmarted his opponent with his agility and power over a high tower Hikaru Domolayas. The reason why the Pride received enthusiastic support not only from the martial arts community, but from other sport fans, is because the game itself belongs to a new genre. The Pride emphasizes sportsmanship, represents athletes in various kinds of martial arts. To conduct fair fights, tactics and techniques attract the fans. The Pride differs from other violence-oriented games, sometimes seen on hybrid martial arts fights. These new and improved rules sends the Pride into a new era of martial arts and ensures its status and popularity. Also, in the opening act for the Pride 4 Games, out of the top 3 world's famous illusionists, Princess Tenko, as you can see, appeared for more entertainment to attract new fans. Inviting big-name fighters, the Pride meets the fans' hope of new matches. Here, these fighters and new heroes have gained glory and fortune. Kazushi Sakuraba, spotlighted since winning USCJ in 1997. Fans love his outgoing and honest character. His fine techniques and tough spirit comes from a wrestling background. Since joining Pride, he has won steady stream of victories. His original ground fighting style has no limits. He has gained vast popularity with martial arts fans and others, culminating in his defeat of Hoyler Gracie. IGOR VOVCHANCHYN, the Ukrainian hard puncher, as known as lethal weapon of the North. In Pride 7, even though the game ended in a no contest, he nearly won the game against Mark Carr. In Pride 8, he beat Francisco Bueno, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, by a blow. This victory upset the conventional wisdom of martial arts world. His popularity continues to skyrocket. The Pride Series, a new martial arts genre of the new millennium. The knockout one-match style that attracts your eyes. The Pride Grand Prix, a tournament style, a competition to decide the strongest fighter. Pride is an outstanding martial arts entertainment. Pride of a fighter, pride of a man. The spectacular drama has just begun.